I'm a student at the University of Manchester, and I've developed Yoga AI. I've basically classified 6 main poses. So as you can see, if you hold the mountain pose for 10 seconds, the counter starts going down, and if it notices you're not doing the pose, it stops. And then once it detects another pose, and if it's wrong, the timer restarts.
I use Three.js, which is a JavaScript library, which allows you to visualize a 3D object, attract the face of the user with a pre-trained face tracking model in TensorFlow.js. It moves as I move, so it works left or right or up and down.
That really pops out of the screen. That's amazing. It's so realistic.
What we created was a sports platform that helped teams, amateur teams such as myself, to access sports performance data and statistics easily and affordably. So we created a platform that enables both coaches and players to use artificial intelligence and TensorFlow models to generate the performance statistics they need to understand why are they winning games or not winning games, and how can they improve their performance, whether it's from a conditioning or from a skills perspective. And that is, in a nutshell, is team sports.
What you're seeing is a very short looping video clip of a martial artist doing his routine. And what I'm doing is using PoseNet to extract the pose of the different body parts and extruding it in both time and space in augmented reality, so that you get this 3D form/visualization.
This project was made as a sort of demonstrator project to show how can we make autoencoders, how can we use them in TensorFlow.js. We're sampling not digits, the MNIST data, but a different data set, the Celeb A data set, which is a really great data set of celebrity faces.
We try to see how could we make a website that you could just interact with just your hands. So you need to do like a drag gesture to move things around, and you need to do like hover your hand over an object to kind of select it, and then spread your fingers to click it.
So TensorFlow.js, I realized that all the building blocks were in place now, and I could actually build an end-to-end system that would solve Sudoku puzzles in your browser. And you can see it's scanning the puzzle and solving it as we scan over the images in the newspaper.
So a couple of months ago, we open sourced this project called Pose Animator that allow you to use your body to animate your SVG characters. SVG, as it is, still requires quite a bit of design expertise to create, but we want to lower the bar even further so that anyone can create a character and animate them.
Recently, I've been exploring using TensorFlow.js with imagery. If you think about looking at a map and you see it's almost like a photo draped across the world, so that's satellite imagery. So we've been looking at using satellite as well as drone and UAV imagery to recognize objects. And fundamentally, if we look at the TensorFlow.js sample website, we've got the webcam sample where you can show an object and it can show back what that is. You can do the same techniques with imagery in GIS.
Okay.
As you can probably tell, I'm a huge fan of VTubers, which is why I'm currently in this form. I've been working on a lot of VTuber web apps that allow you to do real-time motion capture directly in the browser.
I was thinking, okay, and could we do this in JavaScript using TensorFlow.js? And
here it is.
Here it is. It works. In the terminal, we start the driving script, which uses the model we have built to drive a car. And you can see it drives. It knows only 2 commands. The positive value is turn right and the negative value is turn left. And the car drives pretty well.